Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are going to be talking about one of my favorite makeup brands today. It's called Profusion Makeup, and they sell it at both Target and Walmart. However, there is a lot bigger selection online, and I put one of my first orders in online a couple weeks ago, and they actually gave me some free stuff, which was really cool. Their brushes are really wonderful, so just a couple of the free brushes they gave me with an order that I thought was super nice of them. This powder brush, which is very nice, and then I love using this. It's called a foundation brush, but honestly, I've been using it for concealer, and it's perfect. So, you know, just a much bigger selection online, and to get free items I thought was really cool. So we're going to go ahead and just dive into it. What we're going to do today is a full face of Profusion, and I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like, and if that sounds good, let's get started. All right, so the foundation that we're going to be using today is this. It is called the Profusion Feel Good Skin. It comes in a super small bottle, but it is, regular 1 ounce size like everything else. It's just very sleek, so it looks like it's a lot less. So the way I like to put this foundation on is just to first dot it on my face and then to put it in with a brush. So we're just going to dot it all around, and a little bit really goes a long way. It's a really nice thin formulation, but it covers very well. So I'm just going to kind of blend that all in. And it really wears nice throughout the day. For being such an inexpensive foundation, it's really has a punch. It really covers well, has kind of like a satin finish. I like the satin finishes that gives you a little bit of glow. It doesn't make you look too matte. And just for reference, my skin is more a combination on the dry side, but I want to say it's pretty normal. Okay, so there's the finished look on the foundation. I think that looks really nice. And I don't have any concealers from Profusion, but I am going to keep everything drugstore today. And with my under eye concealer, or my under eye circles, I do need a little bit of a color corrector. So I'm going to use this. It's a yellow color corrector from NYX, one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Just kind of dab that on underneath. And then I'm going to go in with that brush I told you that I like so much, and we're going to just get that all blended in. All right, so the concealer that I'm going to use is from Believe Beauty. It's a Dollar General brand, and I like a lot of their products. I love the foundation, so I'm thinking I'll probably like the concealer as well, but I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and just put that in here, since it's also a really inexpensive brand, and see if it's something we can get on board with. So just going to get that on there and blend it in with that same brush. Yeah, that's blended in really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on my eye too, so that it'll be a nice foundation for later. It's always good to put either a little concealer or eye primer on, so just brush a little bit of that on. But yeah, that went on really nicely. Okay, so that is how the complexion is so far. I'm going to go ahead and do brows next, and this pencil, I do like it, but I don't. So there's two sides to this. There's two sides to it, and there is just the regular side that goes on, and this side is more like a stamp. I can't really explain it, and it's even dry, so it's not even there anymore. But this side is worthless if you ask me. The other side is really nice though, so that's what we're going to use right now. And this just reminds me of the e.l.f. product that's out. It's a different shape, but it goes on a lot like the e.l.f. brow product. There we go. some reason I go back and forth between my brows. Does anybody else do that? I know I should probably just finish one, but I like to make sure that they're kind of both blending in nicely. So, all right, there we go. Brows are done. So next we're gonna go ahead and go to this. It's a liquid bronzer, and it's got a really small tip. And when I first got this, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but I've come to really like the small applicator better than the big ones. One tip I have for this is make sure that you work on one section of the face. If you try to put it all over, by the time you get to the other side, it's gonna be dry. So we're just gonna go ahead and just do a few dots on this side. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender here. Let me get that. I'm going to go ahead and just blend that right in. As you can see, it blends very, very nicely. It's a really nice look to it. So I'll go ahead and do my forehead. Do a little bronzing up there. And this is buildable too, so if you don't think you put quite enough on, you can always go back in. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back in with just a little bit more of that. Get my hair out of the way there. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and blend. All right, we're going to do this side. I'm going to click that up just a little bit more, get a little more product out there. All right, we're going to blend that side in. Oh, I got a little bit wild with that, but that's okay. It blends so nicely that it really doesn't matter. It's a very forgiving product. All right, so that's where we're at so far. And I will say, I think I could have got a little bit of a different color on this foundation. If I were going out in public, I would go ahead and, bronze up my neck. But since I'm not, we're just going to keep going. I just thought I'd mention that. And I'll have everything linked below on what colors I used and all the products. So next, we're going to go to this highlight and contour palette. This is super nice. So what it is, we have on the top is 3 different highlights. On the bottom is a powder, and then a light sculpting and a tan sculpt. The 2 favorites that I like to use is this tan. I'm going to put it on top of the cream that I just did, or the liquid I should say. It helps it stay in place more. And then I really like this middle one. They're all really nice colors. This one right here is a nice setting powder under the eyes too, so I'll go ahead and use that one today as well. Just wanted to kind of let you know what I was dipping into. So first we're going to go for that bronze powder. Like I said, it helps set everything in, so the staying power is longer when you put a powder over any type of a liquid or cream. And I should have got a fluffier brush, so I'm gonna grab that brush that they sent to me. Just kind of blend that in a little more. What I love with makeup, if you make a mistake, it's always fixable. So there we go. And then I'm going to go in with that highlight. I feel like my wispies are attacking me. Okay, so we're going to go in. Let me get the right brush here. Heartfelt is what it's called in the palette. And I just think on my skin, it's a nice little highlight. Not too much, but it definitely adds something. But since that foundation is so satin finished, it's already kind of glowy, so that just adds just a little bit of extra glow. So what are we thinking so far of the complexion? I think it's looking quite nice. Very happy with that. Well, next we are going to go to the eyeshadow palette, and man, this eyeshadow palette, it really delivers. I was very impressed. This is called the Love Struck palette. And it's just a beautiful assortment of different colors. All right, well, I just had a little YouTube snafu. I'm sure it's one of many that will occur. I just did my whole eye look and I wasn't recording, so we're going to try that again. If you see any glitter on my face, it's not the product's fault. I just had to, try to get the glitter off of there and keep my full face. So please know that these products are all really great, and the fallout was just because I was trying to get all the glitter off my eyes. So here we go. We're going to go into the eye look now. So this is the palette that I am going to be using. It's such a beautiful palette. It's called Love Struck. And here is, all the different colors. I'll make sure and put swatches in here so you can see all of them. I'm just going to do a real neutral eye look today, just an everyday look, so you can kind of see what you can get just by doing some neutrals. So we're going to start with right here. We're going to put that into the crease. And the brush that I'm going to start with, it is called the Small Pointed Eye Shadow Brush. So that's what I'm going to be using to blend in. So here we go. So we're just going to use that color to get a base color going there so we can blend in. So just a little bit of color there. All right, so that looks like it's even on both eyes. So the next color I'm going to go to is over here, and these are both matte finishes that I'm using, but this color has a lot of different metallics and glitters. It's a really nice variation. So this top color is what I'm going to blend in with next. Here we go. It's just a little bit darker than the first color. I just think those two colors blend nicely together. And if you're ever not happy with how they look once you look at your eyes, just keep blending. If one is blended a little more than the other, that's fine. You can just kind of go back and forth. I'm actually going to pick up another brush to kind of help blend that in. There, that's better. All right, so that's the two that I have on there so far. So I'm going to go into one more color just to kind of deepen that up a little bit. I'm going to use this color right here. It's got a little bit of a metallic sheen to it. I think it's really pretty. We're going to just deepen that eye, the corner of the eye there with that one. Tap into it a little bit more just to have a little more color payoff there. And I think one of the reasons I like these brushes is because I have small eyes, and this really small brush is just really, really nice. But they're all just really high quality filling brushes for bargain prices, so can't beat that. Okay, so I have that on there, and again, I'm just going to kind of blend that corner a little bit more. All right, we're going to go in with one more color. I just want that to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to go in with that color right next to it here. I'm going to use this one right here just to get really going to put that color in there just to get a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted a little bit darker of a corner. And the glitters in here are pretty nice, but I have a whole glitter palette that I couldn't resist because I love glitter. So I'm going to show you those next. All right. There we are. All right, so the two glitter palettes that I received, and these were on sale too. They were $5 each, so you really can't beat that. I just couldn't pick because I love glitter so much. So here's the first one, and then the other one, this is what it looks like. And they have really nice mirrors in there. And you don't even need to use any glitter glue with these either. It's just such a nice formula all the way around, but it's got this little sheet on there protecting it, see? So you don't have to worry about it getting everywhere and not staying in one place. I'm going to use this flat precision eyeshadow brush. You can use your finger if you like, but I really like how these place the glitter. So I'm just going to dip right, and I'm going to use this white. I don't think I said this. I'm going to use this white one right here. It's just got really nice duochrome colors in there, so we're just going to place that right on the lid. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Oh, got a little too much, I think. I think I got really excited, so let me just put a little bit of that back. Don't need quite that much, just a little bit of this goes a long way. Oh, it's just stunning. All right, there we go. So there were, a couple of products that I didn't like. The next product, though, I think I'm going to talk about is this Repair and Hydrate Lip Mask. So this reminded me a whole lot of the Laneige lip mask. When I first dipped into it, there was kind of a waxy film on there and it wasn't really doing much, but after I really dug in, it got a little more wet formula, and this is really very comparable to that much more expensive product. Now I'm going to talk about just a couple of items that I didn't like. Overall, I was really pleased with what I got in my order. This mascara, I tried several times to make it work. I really wanted to make it work because it looked really nice when it went on my lashes. It made them nice and long, but it just crumbles. Each day that I used it, I found it on different places of my face. So I'm going to say we'll pass on the mascara if you see that one. And then another thing that I don't have it with me right now, so I'm going to insert a picture of it, but it was called the Lip Glaze. It's a hydrating glossy stain. So I was thinking it was going to stay on my lips, and then when the first part came off, it would be a stain, but it really didn't work that way. It was a nice formula, it went on nice, but it just kind of faded, and it wasn't really a stain. So for that reason, I did not like that product. So we're going to go ahead and use another Believe beauty product that I do really like. This one reminds me a lot of a Physicians Formula that I really liked. It really reminds me of the color and the formula, really, to be honest with you. It goes on very nice and it dries down, but it's not so dry that it's matte. It's almost like a ColourPop formula that I really like. So it's nice and moussey, but it dries down enough that it doesn't come off on everything. I hope that makes sense. But overall, I am just really pleased with everything that Profusion has to offer, especially with the prices of the drugstore makeup just getting so expensive these days. Almost all of these products, I want to say all of these products, were under $10. When I saw the foundation on clearance for $4, I thought, man, I have to do a whole makeup brand now because that's such a good price. Half of these were on clearance and the other half I bought online on sale, and they gave me some brushes too. So I hope that you like this content. If makeup videos are something you like, please let me know in the please let me know in the comments below. Make sure that you like and subscribe. I really want to make sure that the content that I'm putting out is things that you like. And, please make some comments below whether you liked the credit, organizing, or makeup more, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much again for joining me, friends. Have a great day. Bye.